All right, we are back in it. It's going on 7 o'clock in the morning, my time. Working on this top-down shooter, kind of like Hotline Miami, but trying to do things a little bit differently. Um, so right now we don't have enemy AI. They just kind of sit there and wait to be hit. I think I need to speed up these bullets. Let's do that real quick. So we just crank this up. Let's try like um, 240 and save that, and that should update right away. It looks faster. Hard to shoot through those doorways. I'm definitely going to need to make probably the doorways a bit wider. Like this one feels about right. Just reload. Full reload here. Yeah, maybe even faster. Yeah, it feels better. Oh, maybe more. 420, why not? Yeah, this just feels like way better. Let's get this guy. So I did experiment with lighting. I did that off camera. I think we need to have it fade out a bit more smoothly. How I made the lighting is I did, it's a point light 2D. I gave it a texture, which is a gradient texture 2D. And you just, set your gradient to look like that and make it radial. And then for the from, I did 0.5 for each of the X and Y. And that just puts it in the center. It's like to kind of smooth this out. Trying to think, like maybe like that is, yeah, that's what I was missing, something like that. And we probably want to get like a middle, a middle gray, like start the gray a little bit sooner, maybe. Then we can kind of fade this out. But yeah, something like that. I mean, that's already a huge improvement. It's nice that you can see that in real time. One thing that I was thinking about, oops, whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Get back to where I was. Okay, so I want to duplicate that. I want to drag this. I wanted to experiment with colored lights. And I think with this, yeah, we have this color variable. So like, yeah, you can just kind of go like that. And, since it's Christmas time, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun to kind of get some Christmas lights going? So we can duplicate that and kind of drag that down and make it like something like that. And like, yeah, maybe one over here. And Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm just experimenting. This is a test room. All right, so we walk in. I definitely need to make the main darker. Man, it's really hard to shoot through that doorway. So that's a window. It's hard to see it. Actually, is it not even drawing? Oh, it's drawing. It's just you can't really see it against that white. So I'm going to look up how to make Godot, how to darken area. That light. Let's see if that works, because that's an easy enough thing to try out. So canvas modulate. They're saying just darken the main. Yeah, that does work. Nice. That works very well. I'm going to throw this thing up a bit higher, I think. So I think now we can probably modify our lighting a bit more efficiently here. Like we can probably see that we need, yeah, we need that spread to happen a bit more smoothly. And then we can start thinking about like more lights. But already these colored lights read a lot better. And they're just a little bit difficult to select. I kind of want to make these a bit bigger. That would be fun. Yeah, like spread this out. Yeah. And then also I was thinking with all of these other lights, we probably want to do a bit of a warmth. Like not necessarily red, but just like a little bit of yellow. And then maybe in the kitchen, we do kind of like a more of a pure white. This is kind of where my um, photography experience comes in handy. I'm like kind of just familiar with lighting and the color temperatures and all that. Whoa, I don't know why um, our screen shake was going crazy. It must have been a really bad seed for it. So already, I mean, it just feels so much better, or it looks so much better. And I mean, we only have these like circles for our actors. Okay, it looks like I'm getting a little bit of lag. That's probably just because I have a really I'm just using integrated graphics. But man, that really makes this place feel alive. I'm just trying to think, what do I want to add right now? I think for one, this is just a little bit too much. Probably like, I don't know, maybe it isn't, maybe it's fine. We definitely need things like furniture. We need more floor types. I mean, there's so many things we can add. I'm just trying to think about what is going to be like one of the bigger impact things. And I think it's going to be improving the sprite. I'm probably not going to worry about animating it right now, but I do want to get something that more resembles a human. instead of just a circle. So, is this what I made for? Oh no, that's a different game. All right, so we're just going to do a new 16 by 16. And remember that we're doing top down. So I am going to begin with and we'll just keep it all white for now. I'm trying to center this. Looks about right. I think the dimensions are matched. In reality, I can do that because, yeah. So we have that. You kind of think about like shoulders, right? We're looking down. You know what the problem is? I'm going to redo this with. Now, am I doing this right or am I doing this wrong? I need to go back to this. No, I'm sorry, this way. And so the arms need to be on this side. I can see that we're not. Oops. Not totally balanced there. Let's clear that and let's redo our circle. Yeah, so maybe something like that, and then that might be just a little bit too small. So I think the gun will draw separately. We're definitely going to need some shading. Here, maybe the shoulders. The head doesn't need to be as big. I think we definitely need some of that. So shoulders, and then it gets darker as you go down, right? You have your arms. I definitely need a different background color. And for that, I'm just going to fill it with a pink or maybe a lime green. The pink works better, I think. I can lock that. That's just so I can more easily see what I'm doing. And yeah, maybe something like that. And I need to make that a little bit wider. So what I'm going to do is take these. Not sure why these aren't lining up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's turn off the that mirroring. So I'm just going to pull this down. Yeah, maybe we'll pull it back too. All right, and then I'm just going to kind of fill this in. Definitely bring that back forward. Let's take a quick look at Hotline. I'm always adding an extra A or... Yeah, so they give them pretty big shoulders. It's kind of exaggerated. Or maybe it's just like, maybe the character's just pretty buff. I don't know. Like that one definitely doesn't look as buff, but if I remember right, one of them, actually, I know for sure, one of the characters or one of the masks that you wear, they're like very strong with melee attacks, so I could see that one being a bit more buff. So maybe what we need to do is, for one, we can close that. Think about doing like the outline on the actors like that. I think that might help. And so let's do that. Actually, here's the real way. So you take this, save that image. And we don't want that WebP file. Those are a pain in the butt. So I'm just going to try and screenshot that later. I'm looking for a good top-down view of them just standing, which of course might be difficult because people tend to screenshot action. I just want like an idle pose. Can I save that now? Or is it still WebP? I don't know what the hell those are. So I do Control Alt Shift S. All right, no. Oh no, it's like Control Windows Shift S. I totally forgot how to screenshot. Oh my gosh. No, get out of here. Why can't I remember this? Okay, it is not that. It's possible they changed it. Whatever. Windows how to screenshot. Prince. I'm not. Oh, what's my snip? Windows Shift S. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I'm still waking up if you can't tell. We're gonna get there. All right, so we handled that. I can go pull up this screenshot. Oh yeah, it goes to screenshots, and we can close that, and then we can get that on the left. So now we have these side by side. I can kind of zoom in and just think about what's happening there. So I mean, the heads are just kind of blocky. That's what I'm seeing. Kind of block heads. Then you have these kind of hulking shoulders. This is where I really need this. And this, keep in mind, these are just going to be placeholders. We will modify these later. And I think we probably want this back a bit. We'll call this actor. I'm going to Control E, save it as a ping, minimize these, and go to our game art. Not Hotline. And it's right there. And we just want to get that into our art folder. Oh, I forgot to remove the background. So just turn that off. Export, overwrite. Back here. Boom. All right, so now let's go to our player and our enemy, and we're going to update our sprites. All right, cool. So right away, that looks quite a bit different. It's fine for now. And so now we need to incorporate rotation. I specifically face them to the right because if I recall correctly, that's where the degrees begin. I don't know. There's some kind of reason I did that. It's like the default facing is always to the right in this engine. But I could be wrong. Anyway, we need to go to our actor script, actually our player script. And so when we move, let's see, I think we can just convert that So it'd be like rotation. Is there a rotate? It's rotation. Equals velocity. I think it's like velocity dot to degrees. Let's just Google it. Godot convert vector 2 to degrees. Angle. So it's going to be velocity dot angle, I believe. And let's see if that does it. What's this returning in radians? Now that's in degrees, so I think we have to do rotation. Let's take a look. Yeah. Let's just see what happens when we move around. Yeah, see, I was right. See, the default is facing to the right. All right, we do need to not update that if velocity is 0. Just do it if not velocity, churn. We need to do this up here. Handle movement. That way we're only updating rotation, we're only moving sliding if we actually have any input. But you probably see an issue. Right, really we need the player to be facing the cursor. Especially because the movement only accounts for 8-degree rotations. Yeah, we definitely need bigger art. It's like it's all right. We're gonna have to turn that off. Might even have to go bigger than 16 by 16. Sorry, I think I only wanted to move the arms. Let's turn on that background. A little later, gray, yeah. Get that blacker. Maybe even just push this out. And let's kind of bump out the hands. Where I need that. When I do that. We'll get it. We'll figure it out soon. Okay. Let me turn off that background. Export, overwrite, beautiful. Let's close out some stuff. Don't need that. We do need that guy. All right. Just see how that looks in game. Let's look at our collision. Probably modify this now. I think how we have it set up, we have to change these individual groups. Maybe make the players just, or the enemies just a little bit bigger. Okay. Turn these off. And yeah, so they have to be facing, excuse me, the mouse. Angle to we can get rid of that. Okay. That's not really working. Let's take a look at angle 2. That's wrong because it has to be in relation to their position on the screen. Why am I not getting all of them? Maybe that. That's in the viewport. We'll try it. We'll try with local mouse position. I don't know why that's freaking out there. Look at maybe. Oh, okay. So we can just do look at. That's probably going to need a global. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. So we'll have to implement strafing at some point so that, like, I don't know, the legs are separate from the top. And then maybe when we're walking backwards, we slow down. Oops. So we can get rid of that. And maybe we draw the gun now. The gun does not have a sprite. And I think for now we can give it just a very basic sprite. Give it some gray. I guess for now I'm picturing like an AK. Something. Whatever. Alright, where's the gun? Oh, I dragged it into the wrong spot. Put it down here. Oh, it went down there. Alright, there you have it, gun. I probably want it to rotate around there. Let's see. That and then like yeah, I think a little bit of offset will put it so when we rotate this thing, see how it rotates around that offsetted point as opposed to that. Yeah, cool. So we have the gun. We should see it on the player now. We wanted to draw underneath. So we're going to go to visibility, show behind parent. Obviously, it doesn't make any difference in here, but it helps in here. Yeah, I mean, we'll need the arms to actually hold the gun. But for now, we're communicating that that is indeed a weapon. And that should automatically just follow the player. Yeah, so. It's kind of unfortunate looking. Oh, jeez. Okay. We need. Maybe just for now, I'll offset it so it doesn't look like a phallic member. I think for now, for the enemies, let's give them a random. That's in radians. It's the most that radians can go. Whatever. I know rotation degrees. Just makes it a little more interesting. And probably hide their guns for now. I think we get a reference to that in here, right? It's coming together. So you imagine, like, okay, ooh. We need a dynamic camera. I think that's our current priority. Probably some gun kickback. That could be good. All right, dynamic camera. So right now the player holds the camera. It's a screen shake camera. So if I wanted to follow, I think basically the center point of that camera needs to always be like, I'll run the game so I can illustrate this better. I'm hypothesizing that the center point needs to be, like, if my mouse is there, then the camera needs to be centered over that hallway. You know what I'm saying? Like over that staircase right here. And like here it'll be right in the action. Oh, geez. Yeah, sometimes we get a messed up screen shake seed. That's not good. I might need to just pick one seed and stick with it. I think we got rid of this. Yeah. Let's get rid of that one. Just turn that off. And see how that works. So if we're not following, you can hide that noise. Turn off. You know what? I think it's only following because it's attached to the player. So let us say this is a scene. We're gonna cut that out. Throw it into our room. Put that up at the top, and we're gonna add that position tracking. So you can see now it's up in the top left because that's where it goes by default, right? At 0, 0 on center. We can see that in here. So we're just going to we're going to update the script. So the shake is only ever modifying the offset and the rotation. So I think, clean this up a bit. Whoever wrote this code didn't type out everything like I like it. Or when they did it formatted incorrectly. So I think probably, I don't think it matters. We can do it at the top. So we're going to need a reference to the player. So maybe this does come after the player. Do something like that. Then the camera can use that. So be position mobile. Let's just see what that looks like. Let's try reversing that. Yeah, it definitely doesn't work. So minus that. Yeah, that's not the answer. Minus that. I think plus. Oh, we're close. Screen shake got moved. So screen shake's not in the player now. That's the problem. All right, take this back. We're going to put it on the player, but we can move its position while it's on the player. Like position equals so we figure out that distance and then we multiply it by half. We'll figure it out. Trial and error. It's going in the wrong direction. Which makes me wonder if I was close up here. I have to sketch it out. It pushes us further away. Alright, new idea. We go back to having the camera separate. We can get rid of that, we can put that in. And we can have that. What we're going to do is up here. That way the player can access that. And let's see where that puts us. Sorry, the player needs to do that. Trying to think about what's happening. So it's like we're so close. I can tell because it's working. It's just everything's flipped. But otherwise, it looks like it's working properly. So if it's flipped, does that mean we need to subtract that? There we go. Yeah, that's so much better. See, because you can kind of like check out areas by moving around. I might also need to clamp this. Very cool. This will look better once I have proper walls in place too, I think. Yeah, this is like This is looking like a real game. I mean, it's getting there. Probably need to get enemy AI going soon. I think I'd like to get, yeah, things like that are more like mechanical and functional in place before I focus too much on the art and design. So that's probably a good place to leave off for today. As always, let me know if you have any questions. I'm always happy to answer those. And good luck making your game. I'll see you next time.